they're just injury riddled as they are at quarterback. They're having to figure it out. It just makes me think what happened if they just kept.
Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sports Betting.
Instant Reaction
This
Monday.
is Instant Reaction Monday.
Let's go.
We are currently at the time of the Sunday Night Football game.
Which is
So,
going good so far, I would say.
We can react to that, or we can wait.
We have it in front of us, so we are like following along. So
If we want to, we can react when we get there.
Yes.
If not, we'll just save it for actual reactions on
Thursday
our
when we have
Thursday
pick 'em,
video.
yeah.
But
How you doing, Jake? How was your Sunday?
it's pretty good.
Good Sunday?
Pretty good.
Good message at church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
about like it was talking about like Jeremiah and like this whole series is like it's called like Run with the Horses.
Interesting.
So it's like it's basically saying like how like when like I think like when God says to Jeremiah, how are you gonna get tired running with men if you want to run with horses?
Mm-hmm.
And like it just goes through like it's just going through like Jeremiah and like him like go like wanting to be more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like that's the gist of like the whole series that they're going through.
That's awesome. Yeah. I won't spoil mine because mine's gonna be based on what we're gonna do for our Bible verse. So, but it was good.
And they brought
it was
in
really,
a
really good.
pottery person today.
Mine had the same thing.
Really?
They had a potter person on one side and then someone painting on the other.
We didn't have a painter, but there's a
Dude.
guy like doing pottery.
That's actually wild.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually insane.
That's kind of weird that they both had.
It was a good
potters.
Sunday. Church was awesome. I'll talk about it more when we get to our Bible verse of the episode. But church was amazing. Went home, watched some of the 1 o'clock games. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of took a nap halfway through because, like, you know, if you are a Christian, that church nap after church hits. It hits.
is.
It hits. So I took
And
a
the
nap.
9:30 game wasn't really.
No, there was nothing to talk about. So I was like, whatever.
It was a blowout.
Yeah.
Wasn't close.
And then I came here just about at the end of the 4 o'clock game, so we're going to get into because there was a 4 o'clock game that was crazy. But yeah, I'm excited to talk some football. I'm excited to get into this instant reactions and get into everything. So let's get into the 3-minute drill.
All right, this is Instant Reaction Monday, 3-minute drill, week 7. We got all the games up. We got the timer. We're going through every game 1 minute or less, or 1 minute or less.
3 minutes or
3
less.
minutes or less, and give one sentence or word
Yeah,
thoughts.
if it was a minute, we'd be cooked.
So,
You ready to go?
3, 2, 1.
Steelers Bengals trap game.
I called it.
So yeah,
Joe.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Love you, Joe.
I'll talk more about it, but it was a trap game. Rams Jags. Travis Hunter caught a touchdown.
Devontae Adams showed us why he's still one of the best receivers in football.
Wow. Okay, I respect that. Saints Bears.
The Bears did what they were supposed to.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't really like much of a game, but the
Saints
Bears
have-
won. The Bears won.
The Saints have been in some game, like, made games closer than I thought they would this year.
Browns Dolphins. Dolphins
Dolphins suck, and that was an
Quinton Junkins
ugly
might
game.
be their franchise running back for sure.
Browns have a really good defense.
Yeah. Patriots Titans.
Drake May,
MVP. He is looking good. So far. Raiders Chiefs blowout.
The Raiders might be the second worst team in football.
Yeah, they could not do anything.
They might be as worse than the Titans.
And Rashee Rice being back obviously made a really big difference. Eagles Vikings. Eagles got to win. Hey.
That's what
back in the win column.
That's what we all expect from a trio of Hurts, Brown and Smith.
Yeah, absolutely. Panthers Jets.
Panthers Jets.
Panthers won the game, but like it wasn't like it was anything
Yeah, I
pretty.
mean the Jets are the Jets.
Jets
They
are the
suck.
Jets. Broncos Giants. Game of the week.
That game
Definitely
was
game of the week.
that game was incredible.
Game of the week. Bo Nix was incredible. And Jackson Dart, he's a dog. He is that guy. Man is that guy.
They found their franchise guy.
They found their guy. Yeah. Colts, Chargers. Colts BTA for most of the game.
The
Chargers made it look good, but
This is something that'll come up later, but the Chargers might be
fraudulent.
frauds.
Okay.
Might be frauds.
Commanders, Cowboys.
Blowout.
Yeah. And
Trying
CeeDee
to
Lamb
tell
was back.
everyone that
CeeDee Lamb was back, and it was beautiful.
I'm trying to tell everyone their defense stinks.
Packers, Cardinals.
Sorry, Michael.
Packers, Cardinals was a close game, but the
Cardinals
Packers defense stood out.
The Cardinals are a frisky team.
Yep.
And Jacoby Brissett.
Looks good. And Falcons, 49ers.
Yeah.
What are we seeing right now that we like from this game?
The Niners look. The Niners defense looks better,
good.
way better than I thought without Fred Warner.
Yeah. How much time we have?
21 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
We
Come
crushed
on.
it.
We're
We
too
got
good.
that.
Also, can you get your cat?
Come on.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, he's just laying down.
Okay, cool. All right. I guess we got to go to my Steelers game first.
All right, now we're
I
just gonna pick a couple games.
Yeah, we're just going to pick a couple games, but we like sticking with our teams, but we try talking about all the
Well,
games
my
as a
team's on
whole.
a bye.
Yeah, his
so
team's on a bye, so
There's nothing to talk about.
Hopefully everybody's getting healthy. That's the biggest thing.
Lamar Jackson, come back.
From this Steelers game, I have two takeaways. Offensively, I think this was one of the best offensive games we've had so far this season, I think, in my opinion. Aaron Rodgers, I woke up on Friday morning after the game, and I thought to myself, A-Rod's looking really good. Like, A-Rod might be, like, to me, one of the better quarterbacks this year. At least mobility wise, it wasn't what I was expecting from him. So like the fact that he's still moving like that at 41 and he's mobile, I feel really good about him taking us to the playoffs if we make the playoffs this year. I think we should. Jaylen Warren had his best game of the year by far, 16 carries, 127 yards. He looked amazing running the football. Really blew Kenneth Gainwell out of the water. I mean, he didn't have much of an impact this game.
I mean, I feel like the only reason he did was because Warren wasn't playing.
Exactly. And then Pat freaking
Look, they actually got him involved. They got him
the
involved.
ball, and I've been telling y'all, when this
What do you
man
have?
gets the football, he is different.
He had a great game.
He is different. And I'm not saying anything against Jonnu. I'm not saying anything against Darnell. None of them. They both scored. They both also scored touchdowns.
Quick
All the
facts.
tight ends scored touchdowns in this game. So I feel like we have a tight end room that are all really good at what they're supposed to be doing. So I've been telling y'all, Pat Freiermuth gets this football, he is different. Now on the defensive side of the ball, I think this was our worst performance of the year by far. Our rush defense couldn't stop Chase Brown, who before that game wasn't really running the ball that well, and now I can't remember his stats. I'm just gonna look at him real quick. He had 108 yards, so I think this is the most he's had this year by far. If I have to double check.
For who?
For Chase Brown.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. The most he had up until that point was 47 against
They were
Jacksonville.
averaging like 56 yards as a team.
Yeah, it was our rush defense couldn't stop the run, and because Chase Brown's the rushing attack for the Bengals was so evident in this game, they were obviously able to do more with the passing, and obviously you could tell. I mean, Jamar Chase had 16 catches on Thursday night for 161 yards. It was disgusting.
He had 23 targets.
It was disgusting how much that man had the football.
He had 16 for 161 and a touchdown on 23 targets. That's crazy.
And I'm not saying this to say, I mean, I do think this defense is going to have bad games, so I'm not going to say this was not to be expected. But I think this is for sure.
Maybe a little bit.
It showed a lot of weaknesses, especially I think for like the old vets like Darius Slay, like Jalen Ramsey, like Hayward, and even T.J. Watt, even though he had half a sack. But like, it just looked like we weren't keeping up with everybody, and so because of that, we made Joe Flacco look like he hasn't lost a step. I mean, the man threw 342 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Man looked incredible throwing the football on Thursday. But also, the score of itself, 33-31, the game was closer than the stats tell you. A lot of it was just like fourth quarter mayhem that was happening because there were points that the Steelers were ahead, and then there were points that the Bengals were ahead, and so it was kind of back and forth trying to figure that, like trying to see who was gonna take the lead at that point. But I mean, I don't know. With the Steelers, it's been a long time since we won a Thursday night game away. We never really do good on Thursday night football when we're not in Pittsburgh, so I don't know what the issue is, but I think we just need to pick our heads up. We have a really big game this upcoming week. The Packers are coming to town Sunday night, primetime game, which is going to be huge. So we're going to see how that goes. But other than that, I'm angry that we lost. But for offensively, that was the most I've seen from my offense where I feel confident about them going into this week. And also knowing that there is some trade rumors that we might get a splash of a wide receiver before the trade deadline. If we get a good wide receiver too, this offense is going to look really good.
I mean, Roman, like, if they just get Roman Wilson more involved and Calvin Austin.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know if you guys, like, I mean, I guess you could definitely upgrade from them.
I mean, think about it. If we got like a Chris Olave or Rashid Shaheed from the Saints and brought him to Pittsburgh.
No, I'm not. You can upgrade. Level. It just depending if they want to do that.
And it's nothing against Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson. They're both great guys. It's just that I think a lot of people. I mean, you and I both said at the beginning of the season, if they had one more like receiving or like weapon receiving the football, I feel like we'd be at a good spot.
Yeah.
So it really, I think it makes sense for the Steelers to be looking for a weapon like that offensively. But I mean, also, I don't know. It's very. I feel like if you're a Steelers fan right now, you're content because like it looks like everything's going well for us. At least this game, we saw more offensively than we need to see defensively. Because defensively, we know when the Steelers defense is hot, they're hot. But the offense has been like, eh. This game was like, oh, our offense is hot, but our defense isn't. Which feels good because like now that going into the rest of the games that we have, especially the Packers next week, our offense needs to be on point, especially against the Packers defense and Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of that game, I don't know. It was just like Joey Porter Jr. had a rough game.
He did.
There was they had 7 penalties for 59 yards, and majority of them were on the defense.
Yeah, that's why I said it's one of our worst defensive games.
I feel like if you're playing the Steelers defense, you have to attack them. You can't be
conservative.
You can't be timid. You can't be conservative with your play call. You gotta just straight up attack them. Because then if you run at them, rather than like be conservative or something like, I guess conservative would be the right word. Then that's when they attack. Mm-hmm. So if you got to go after them first. But talking about the quarterbacks,
both quarterbacks played
Joe
amazing.
Flacco played his butt off.
Is it raining outside?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, he threw for 342 and 3 touchdowns.
Aaron Rodgers threw for 249, 4 tutties, 2 interceptions.
It definitely helped them. Like, both running games impressed me because I did not think they either, like, especially the Bengals. I did not think they were going to rush.
Oh, me neither. Yeah.
Because they rushed for 142 yards and their average was like 56 yards a game.
It was yeah.
So,
which also just goes to show the Bengals really worked on running the football this week before playing us because they knew that the only way that their offense was going to work is if they get the run game going. Because we've said it many times before, if you don't have a good rushing attack, your passing attack won't be fair because if your rushing attack can only get like 1, 2, 3 yards,
nobody's going to respect your running game.
Exactly.
And everyone's just going to pin their ears back and honestly,
go after. Yeah, and honestly, if you think about it, it's if it's Jamar Chase and T Higgins who are the two tandems there, you're gonna think about them more than Chase Brown, who at that point wasn't looking that hot. But I don't know. We're moving on to next week. It was a trap game. It happens all the time with the Steelers. We have an apparent trap game where it looks like we should absolutely smoke them, and then we don't. So it's just one of those games, and so we're just gonna have to take it by the bullet and move forward. So
yeah, I when I picked this game before, I was like, this just has like a feeling of like.
it really does remind you of the Browns game last year.
Like, it just gave me a feeling of like they're gonna lose this game.
Yeah, it feels like that Browns game last year when Jameis Winston just tore us up. So, all right, what? Okay, I feel like we have to talk about the Eagles for a little bit and then go into the Giants Broncos. Unless you just want to talk Giants Broncos, because Eagles game we don't really have to.
We can go quick.
Okay, we'll do Eagles Vikings real quick. Okay, so obviously, congrats to the Eagles. Finally got the win column after losing 2 straight.
That was a good bounce back game.
Great bounce back game. Hurts looked amazing. 326, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Perfect passer rating.
Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown look electric. This is what we were expecting from them coming out the gate from the Cowboys game. So, and I'm not saying that they have to replicate this every single time, but I think there's also, this is just what, as we as NFL fans just expected from a potent offense like this.
This is what happens when you actually attack in the passing game, and you just, like, at this point, just throw the ball, just throw it to him. A.J. Brown is a big, physical, contested catch receiver.
Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers did not look good.
Just throw him the football.
Isaiah Rodgers did not look good this game.
And Devonta Smith,
yeah. He is an athlete.
Like
he's just good.
He's in his route running's insane.
That man was.
And his contested catching is freaking crazy.
Oh my gosh, bro! If
this dude makes some of the craziest catches I've ever seen.
If that man was not on the Eagles, he'd be a wide receiver 1 anywhere he goes.
I mean, up until they traded for AJ, he was the one. He was their one, and he
was still good. Yeah,
like he didn't do that bad, and that was before Jalen was actually like as developed as he is now.
Only thing I'm concerned about, and I'm not okay. Concerned is a bad word. The one thing I'm looking at is like that would have been a crazy catch. Barkley's production so far.
Yeah,
like, is it something we like? And I don't know, because it maybe this game plan for the Vikings was just like pass attack, and even like they tried to get him some targets out in the passing game. He only had -2 yards, so it wasn't great, but. Is it something as Eagles fans we should be concerned, or is it like he's gonna get his game where he explodes and has a lot of yardage?
I mean, with them, I think it's just like, I don't know. I think it has to do with their play calling or their play caller.
True, very true.
Because I think a big part of it is their new offensive coordinator, is Patullo.
Yeah, Patullo, Kevin Patullo.
Like they've also had like consistent O-line injuries, and they haven't really had a full healthy O-line since like week 1, really. So I think that has a big impact on their running game. So I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Cooper DeJean against Justin Jefferson today was insane.
Yeah, him and Mitchell against Jefferson.
Yeah, all around the Eagles. The Eagles just had a good game.
I don't know.
All around.
I just feel like it's that those are the 2 biggest reasons, and like I don't know. It just, I guess we just have to wait and
see what happens.
Hopefully they figure out their run game.
Yep.
Because like I don't know, like their pass game looked incredible today. And the Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. Yes.
Like their pass game looked incredible today. Jalen Hurts looked incredible, but I don't know. It's just something's going on with their running game that I haven't figured out. Like I don't know.
I don't know either. It's
I don't even know how to explain it.
But I will say for Eagles fans, I feel like for the organization, a win is a win. So like they take what they can get and move forward.
Their defense looked incredible.
It's not anything that like it should be concerning, because Saquon Barkley is gonna have a game where gonna get hot and he's gonna get the yards that we all can see. But I think this is just a good win. Now from the Vikings side of the ball, Carson Wentz threw a lot of yards, didn't record a touchdown, had 2 interceptions. Mason had 15 carries for 57. Addison had 128 yards in the air, which is pretty good for him. Justin Jefferson had 79. So it really was just the defense that just couldn't stop the two potent guys up there in A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. And they're 3-3 now. So as of right now, they are at the bottom of the NFC North, which, I mean, the fact that that's the worst team in the division is kind of crazy. But I think it's just something to look at and move forward with. And I think the Vikings are just trying to figure out if J.J. McCarthy's going to be healthy and go from there and see what their options are.
Yeah, with the Vikings, this year is just they just hope that their defense can carry them. Because I understand you have Addison, you have Jefferson, you
Jordan
have
Mason's been
Hawkinson,
good.
you have Mason, who's been pretty solid, but I don't know. We still don't know what J.J. McCarthy is right now.
Also true.
We've seen him play 2 games in his career after missing the entirety of last year.
Yes.
So he's only has 2 career NFL stars under his belt. So we really just have to wait and see what this Vikings team can be and what they're going to become. Because right now they're just a defensive-led team that is hoping that their defense can play well enough to keep them in games, and they can score just enough points.
Yeah.
Because right now to me they're not that explosive. They're not doing anything on offense that's like we've seen in the past. Like last year with Sam Darnold. We're not seeing that this year. But I don't know. To me, the Vikings are really a wait and see team.
Yeah,
because their offense isn't there yet.
I agree. All right, let's talk about game of the week. Broncos, Giants, Mile High.
Bro, that game was crazy.
This game had everything that you wanted
going into the fourth quarter.
Oh my gosh!
And you win.
Insane. But let's talk about the Giants really quick. Giants. If you're a Giants fan, don't take this loss as much as you would any other loss.
It
sucks, but this loss is like a really good loss against a really good team. And Jackson Dart had played his heart out from the time they started until his touchdown at the end before Bo Nix had those 2 incredible passes down the field. So I think if you're a Giants fan, Jackson Dart is the star. He is the franchise guy. I think it's solidified now at this point. He's the guy in New York. And he will be the guy for nice one.
I'm trying to fix my stupid microphone.
It'll be the guy for many, many years to come. And I can't wait to see when Malik Neighbors is on this team.
Yeah.
Because him and Jackson Dart are going to be something special.
Him, Scatterboo.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And Dart.
But I mean, if for the Giants, like you said, they were up 19-0 most of this game. So they had the lead mostly up until that fourth quarter. And then the fourth quarter was just major magic.
They were up 13-0 for majority of it. And then they got up 19. And then it was 26-8.
And I just kept going back and forth from there. But also,
Broncos just came back.
Yeah, Broncos played as good as you could have asked for a team that was down 19-0.
Yeah, because they looked terrible.
Yeah, they looked really bad.
3 quarters of that game.
Yeah, so I think if you're a Broncos fan,
defensively they look great. Offensively terrible.
Yes. Who?
Broncos.
Yes. Defensively.
For majority of it.
Yeah. I was gonna see.
Because
Greenlaw had officially was playing today, for the first time in a while. Which he had 6 total tackles. Didn't get a sack though, but he did have a QB hit, which was pretty good.
That's crazy. Brad Surtain had 0 tackles.
0?
0 tackles.
Wow.
He had 1 pass defense.
That is interesting.
I just saw that. I'm like, that's crazy. Even for a corner, that's still crazy.
Yeah.
0 tackle, not even an assist.
Hey, yo, I told y'all the Broncos might have been the best team in this division now. It might be. Now, mind you, the Chiefs and Rashee Rice, the Chiefs just got Rashee Rice back. So anything's possible at this point. But the Broncos are looking like the best team in the AFC West right now. As much as you want to say, but they just they almost lost to the Giants. Yeah, the Eagles lost to the Giants. So what?
Hold on. Sorry. Keep going.
Okay. But I mean, yeah. I mean, Bo Nix looked incredible. Bo Nix looked incredible throwing the football. As much as you want to say like, oh, but he didn't get all his like good throws until like the fourth quarter. He was still being Bo Nix that we can see throughout that game. And I think once like Dobbins is just looking like an absolute stud in the Broncos offense. Harvey got a touchdown receiving, which was incredible. I don't know how you can look at this Broncos team and say that they can't be a playoff team or the second or even the best team in the AFC West.
No, you can. To me, I don't know if I can even like say a good like who's the best team, or it's a hard decision to make because like I know how good the Chiefs look today. Like I'm not gonna act like they didn't
they
look
just
great
shut out
today.
the Raiders. But again, it's the Raiders.
They played the Raiders. They just got their best receiver back, but I don't know. Like the Broncos are just kind of like I don't know. They look so bad on offense for the first three quarters.
So you
And,
don't
like,
believe no more.
So far in this season, like their defense has played really well. Their offense is like it's been so up and down. It hasn't been consistent enough for me to be like this team is definitely the best in the division right now. Because like yeah, the Chargers got their butts kicked today too.
True.
But like they could go out there, like they're only a half a game behind the Broncos or one game behind the Broncos.
True.
So like, and we've seen them look fantastic this year. Like we've seen every single team in this division. That's why I said like there's no teams that are like juggernauts. There's no teams that are like high and like without a shadow
Like
of
the
a
best of
doubt,
the best team.
the best
Yes,
team
yep.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
At least to me, because like I've seen every single team that we would consider that look
Horrendous.
like bad at some point. Like the Bills just looked terrible against the Falcons last week. The Chiefs looked not good until like a couple weeks ago. The Broncos are up and down on offense like crazy. The Chargers have lost their spark.
From
I like that.
that was good.
Their spark right now, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. And like a lot of the team, like the Ravens, the Eagles haven't looked good on offense
I just
for
think
some points.
nothing that you're saying is wrong, but I think if we're just talking this game specifically, from being down 19
No,
to nothing
it's
and then
a
scoring
crazy comeback.
33 points.
They gave a stat. It was like teams that were up 19 or 18 or more with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter
Never
were like,
win.
We're like 1,000 something and 0
Yeah.
or something crazy like that.
It's insane, bro.
And they were like the first ones to come back from that.
yeah. So
I'm not taking anything away. I love Bo Nix. I'm the Bo Nix guy.
You don't believe no more.
I do.
No, I'm joking.
I'm the
but
Bo
I
Nix
think
guy.
I know. I understand where you have a bit of caution because there's nobody that's really the best team right now in a division because everybody's had really bad games. But I think for the Broncos, I really just want to see the Broncos and the Chiefs play each other, and that'll really solidify it for me, which they will at some point. Eventually, these two teams will play each other, and I think that'll be a big like indicator of who will be the top dog in this division for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not.
But I think from what we haven't seen without them playing each other, the Broncos just have been in games that like they are in it every single time, and like they don't quit. And I'm not saying that to say that the Chiefs haven't had games where they haven't quit. But it just feels like they need their best players in order to thrive. And for the Broncos, they've had everybody out there, and sometimes they're still trying to fight through games, and they still do it well. So
Yeah, I don't want to like say that there's not like the best teams in like there's the tier of teams that are like
no, I agree.
the best team,
Yes.
best teams in football.
Yes.
But like, I can't like I'm just saying like any given week you could have someone else at number one if
Yeah.
you did like a power ranking.
Okay.
or something like that. You could have someone different each week so
right.
far.
Let's. Those are the only games I want to talk about. I mean, we could talk about the Cowboys Commanders, but I don't want to put Michael through any more misery again. So
It's okay. All we have to say is BTA.
Yeah, BTA.
That's all we have to say.
Yeah. So anyway, let's do your next thing that you got going for us today.
All right, now we're going to get into something we call fraud or for real. We're going to give our biggest winner and biggest loser of week 7.
This will get
So
interesting.
it's going to be called fraud or for real. So this is fraud or for real week 7.
New segment.
Where we give our biggest winner and loser of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest winner.
Oh, go ahead. You go first, brother.
My biggest winner would probably be this might sound like a homer or whatever you want to call it, like
Bias.
Yeah, biased, not homer, biased pick.
Huh.
But I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts
No, it's not. It's not.
because I'm gonna say this dude.
No, he had one of
This
his better
dude went
games
out,
this
had
year
a
by far.
perfect passer rating, threw
Yes.
for over 320 yards and 3 touchdowns
Mm-hmm.
without a running game in this
He
game.
silenced all the doubters from people that said that he can't pass the football.
So,
or he hasn't
like-
been able to pass football that's good this year.
Yeah. So like that, like going out and doing that without a running game
Mm-hmm.
and putting up those numbers, it to me is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Because really they haven't been able to run the ball that well all year long.
Up
and
until this point, yeah.
especially, I mean, in this game as well. So
True.
like he went
Also
out there
true.
and did that
Yeah.
without a run game, and people just love to say he can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Been there with. My
Should
other
I give
guy.
my winners then, and then we can go losers?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and also, are we doing players or team? Can I do
Anything.
teams as a whole? Okay,
Anything.
cool. I honestly, I'm gonna say my winner or my be real team, for this week is gonna be the Cowboys. Cowboys, as a whole, offensively, they looked incredible. They got CeeDee Lamb back, and now they look like a potent offense, which is what we all expected coming off of the offseason. Because when you get a player like George Pickens and his style of play with CeeDee Lamb and a healthy Dak, this offense thrives a lot better. So offensively, they've looked amazing. And defensively, losing Michael Parsons looked like it doesn't made much big of a difference, at least in this game specifically, because they
Yeah, I was gonna say
they held up Jane Daniels and Marcus Mariota pretty well.
Yeah, I mean the
for
Commanders
most of this
couldn't run
game.
the ball.
Yeah, the Commanders just couldn't run the ball, which they haven't been able to run the ball all year, if we're gonna be honest. But
Which I thought they would be against. I thought they could be we're gonna be
Who
able
knows?
to against that defense because they're not usually good against the run.
yeah, and I hate saying this, but Dak Prescott's playing out of his mind this year. Is looking like one of the better
Yeah.
quarterbacks this year for sure.
If they possibly make the playoffs, he could be the MVP.
That's
If they make, because of their their win total was 7.
I know,
So
I
if they
know,
make the
I know,
playoffs and he plays
I
like
know.
this the whole year,
they're still 3-1. So we'll have to see how the rest of the year goes, and they still have a
just saying,
very.
if that happens.
Let me see what the rest of their schedule looks
That
like.
happens. We can't be shocked if
Yeah, because I mean they got the Broncos next week. That's gonna be a tough game, and then they got the Cardinals, and then a bye week, and then Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs, Detroit, Minnesota, Chargers. So that's
Yeah, we got to see what
those
they're
are some
made
tough
of.
games. If they beat those teams, then we're gonna have conversations for sure about the Cowboys being a playoff team. But they are the biggest winner this week just because they went in and just had all their starters back, had everybody back, at least on their offensive weapons, and looked incredible on both sides of the ball. So,
All right.
and I got to give the
My-
Cowboys some respect, just a little bit.
My biggest loser would have to be.
Just say it. You know you want to say it.
What? What was I gonna say? No. 'Cause
No.
I
God.
I was thinking that was gonna happen.
Oh wow. Okay.
No,
Ouch.
I'm just saying I had a feeling.
Ouch. No. Okay. Who's your biggest loser?
I'm gonna. That's tough.
And mind you, this is without the Bucks, Lions, or the Texans Seahawks game. So that's got to keep those in mind.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the Jaguars because
I like that.
They looked terrible.
Today they did.
I picked them in this game. I thought I was expecting more from their defense for
and
sure.
you were wrong.
I did not think that without Puka Nacua that Devontae Adams would be able to go out there and do that.
And he did that.
And he proved me wrong. He proved why he's still one of the best receivers in football. And Stafford had a career game, or one of his best games of his career.
Yes.
So obviously, I know the Rams are one of the best teams, and they're a contender in this league this season. But I don't know. I was just expecting more from the Jags. Mm-hmm. And Brian Thomas Jr. got hurt in this game. I thought they were going to be able to run the ball on the Rams a little bit. They couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't pass the ball on them.
Couldn't do nothing.
Their defense couldn't force any turnovers, which is where they've made their big money so far this year with the wins, helping them win games so far. And I don't know, from a division leader, I was expecting
more.
And they were in London. London loves the Jags usually.
Yeah,
so
the
I was
Jags
like,
are really
they're playing
good
in London.
Yeah.
Their defense is flying around, getting turnovers. The Rams came off a sluggish game, so I was done.
Okay, let's make it sure. All right, my loser for this week, or my fraud team is...
Sorry, this freaking thing. We need to fix this.
Okay, we'll fix it for next time. We'll fix it for next time. My loser or my fraud team of the week is the Chargers. For a team that we had seen a couple of weeks ago, we were saying we're one of the hottest teams of the, so far in the NFL. They just haven't looked as well. And mind you, Justin Herbert threw for 420. I didn't even see he threw for 420 today. This is insane.
Well, yeah, because they were down crazy, so they had to.
He had to improvise. But I think
their running backs aren't great. Right now.
I mean, Vidal had a good game last week, but it was like we can't really count because they played the Dolphins. Was it the Dolphins last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their O-line is so bad.
So going up against the Colts, we knew that Vidal might have an under game because the Colts defense is, I think, miles away better than the Dolphins at this point, and they proved it. Also, there's a guy, Oronde Gatson II, had 164 yards receiving, had more than Keenan Allen, Lab McConkey, and Quentin Johnson, which is insane.
Probably more than them combined. I don't know what they had.
Allen had 119, McConkey had 67, and Quentin Johnson had 30. So it's a little murky.
Close.
It's close. But I think when you see this Chargers team riddled with injury, they don't have a rushing attack anymore because their rookie is out and Najee Harris is out. Like we said, if you don't have a rushing attack, you can't really get much more from that. And the Colts are right now just like the hottest team in football, and Jonathan Taylor is playing out of his mind right now. So hopefully they can get their get right game. They have to get one soon because they're falling fast in the division, and especially because the Broncos are getting hot. The Chiefs now got their wide receiver back, so they're gonna get hot. They don't get a get right game soon, they could fall very fast in the division. So that would be my fraud for the week.
All right. So those are our winners and losers for fraud or for real for week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna get into the microphone.
Yeah, you just can't.
Yeah, it keeps falling. I don't know why it's doing that. But now we're gonna get into something we call the panic button. We're each gonna give you guys a team that we think should panic so far after week 7. So, this is the panic button, week 7.
Like we're smashing a panic button right now. Boo, 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 boo.
So my panic button team would be the Commanders. Sorry, Michael.
This is gonna get real.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real about this team.
We're gonna be transparent on this podcast.
Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because Michael's a Commanders fan. Like, he would do the same thing for my team.
Point blank period. The Commanders' defense just hasn't looked good all year.
Like, their defense, I've been saying this for like a while now.
And you're saying it again
this year.
Yeah.
Their defense stinks.
Yes.
Marshawn Lattimore is not playing well. They're the best player on their defense, in my opinion, so far, has probably been, I think his name's Jacob Martin.
I think so. Let me double check.
He's one of the pass rushers, and Duron Payne. Like, I don't think anyone in their secondary
It's
has
Quan
played.
Martin.
Quan Martin?
Quan Martin.
55?
Q-U-A-N. Oh, 55? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jacob Martin. Yep, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. My bad.
At least in this game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's their secondary has not played well. Marshawn Lattimore has not played well. Their offense, they can't run the football.
I think from a
Jaden
team...
Daniels got hurt again today.
From a team that we were expecting after they just went to the NFC Championship game last year, we had high hopes for the Commanders this year. I think...
I don't understand.
I
Like,
think
I
the
get why, but
offseason-
I don't.
The offseason, I think
They didn't improve
they
that
didn't
much.
do much. As much as we thought they would.
Like, their O-line's not playing well either.
Their biggest splash was Deebo Samuel. Nothing against Deebo Samuel. He's playing incredible right now for the Commanders. So it's not him that's at fault here.
They also have 3 receivers out right now.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
obviously that's going to hurt you bad.
Yeah. So,
like,
there's context.
I'm sorry,
there's
but
context that goes with it. But it's next man up. I agree.
That's
I
part
agree.
of the panic.
Yeah.
You guys have there's a lot of injuries right now. You're not playing well.
Yeah.
Your defense is struggling. Your O-line's struggling.
Yeah.
Your quarterback's hurt again.
You gotta
like-
figure it out. Yeah.
And you've lost what? Did they win last week? Who did they play last week?
I actually don't remember. Let me check real quick.
Uh,
They played the Bears and they lost by 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you've lost 2 straight.
Mm-hmm.
You're below the Cowboys now. You're
Yes.
3rd in the division. So just as of this moment, week 7, just ended, at least for them.
At least
That's the team.
give
I
it
think
like
that
a
should
1 to
panic.
10 how panicked they should be. Like a 1, like from 1 to 10. Like 1 being like we're not panicking at all, 10 being like oh the season's over.
6,
Okay.
6.5.
Yeah, and that's not horrible. I think
But
I
it's,
would.
it's creeping up.
Yeah, I agree. I would give my panic button to. Honestly, I give it to the Vikings. Honestly,
Yeah, I almost picked.
I think the Vikings.
They look bad.
I think you're back to where you were, like in limbo with quarterback. Not to say, I mean, JJ McCarthy is still so young; he could still improve, get better. So I'm not gonna put it all on him because it's basically his rookie year in the NFL,
Yeah,
playing
he's only
fully.
played 2 games.
So I'm not gonna put it on him. I'm also not gonna put it on. Why am I forgetting his name?
Carson Wentz?
Yes, please, thank you. I'm not gonna also put it on Carson Wentz only because they weren't expecting to start him out the gates, or not even expecting to start him. They didn't have him on the team
Or majority
up to that
of the
point.
games
Yeah,
so
so I
far.
think it's just like they're just injury riddled as they are at quarterback. They're having to figure it out. It just makes me think what happened if they just kept Sam Darnold. Like if they had just
Personally,
kept him,
I think they should have.
I think because the way he's looking right
I mean,
now,
I don't know.
the
That's
way they're
hard.
looking right now on the Seahawks, you would think. I'm just saying you would think.
It is a good thought to have
Yes.
and a good question to ask, but at the same time, I think they should have. But
And,
at the same
yeah.
time, I think that it was a good idea for them to let him go, just because they're drafted
saving
a guy
money, yeah.
10th overall.
Yes. I agree.
And he didn't play his rookie year or his official rookie year.
Yeah, so I think just they're panicking because the quarterback situation is not going to get any better until JJ McCarthy's healthy. So at least you have some competent play out there at quarterback to go off of. Not saying Carson Wentz isn't competent, but like
He just makes like
The
2
game-
stupid throws
yeah,
a game that
it-
just screw them.
yeah. So I think if you're the Vikings on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say I think 7.
Yeah.
I think
I'd say like
there's a
around
world
7.5.
there's a world where you're panicking because all these losses are going to pile up very quickly, and if they pile up very quickly, it could get from bad to worse. So you would want to have somebody, you want to
It's getting
have
pretty. It's
JJ
looking
McCarthy
worse and
back
worse.
out there so that at least you can get some competent play, because being in the NFC North,
Yeah, the Bears
it's
look
gonna,
pretty good right now.
It's going to get very, very sneaky very fast, because I think we can all say the Packers and the Lions are the best 2 teams in that division by far.
Yeah, and the Bears are improving.
And the Bears are not looking like a solid either. They are improving. They just beat the Commanders, and they beat the Commanders last week, and
Beat
they
the
just beat the
Saints.
Saints. It is the
So
Saints.
they're on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, they're on a 3-game winning streak. So they're cruising right now. So
Ever
if
since
they're
they got blown out by
cruising-
the Lions.
if they're
they played
cruising and the Vikings are now losing these games, there's a world where the Vikings could be last in that division. Maybe still with a positive record, but you'll have to see how that goes moving forward. But yeah, they would be my panic button of the week.
All right, guys. I just want to say this real quick because it's probably annoying.
It is annoying.
I'm sorry that I keep doing that and keep moving the microphone up. It just keeps falling, and I don't know why, and I don't want to figure it out right now.
I can literally see
I
it
know,
falling.
I hear it. We're just going to deal with it for now, so I just want to throw that out there. That
Just suck it up. All right.
I apologize for
Not
that.
suck it up. I mean, you suck it up. Not them. They'll be fine.
So now we're going to go into our player guessing game career path edition. So I'm going to give Jesse...
What did I go 3 for 3 last time?
Yeah, I think you got all of them.
All right, we got to keep the streak
But
alive. We got to keep the streak
This
alive.
is player guessing game
Let's go.
career path. I'm going to give Jesse 3 players, their career paths, and he's going to try to guess them.
All right, let's get it.
So, the first player, we're going to go with... Let's go with this guy.
Okay.
All right. So, he was on the Bills from 2014 to 2016.
Okay.
He was on the Rams in 2017. The Chiefs from 2018 to 2020. The Ravens in 21. Packers in 22. And then the Ravens in 22.
So he went back to the Ravens.
Yeah.
At some point. And then did he retire after that?
Yeah, he's not in the league anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if he officially retired.
Is he an
but
offensive player or defensive player?
offense?
Okay. That doesn't help me a lot.
Skill
okay.
position.
Okay, so running back, wide receiver, tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay. It can't be tight end because the only guys you have right now. I mean, Mark Andrews been on the team for a while, and
He's not currently on the Ravens.
I know. I'm just saying
Okay.
his last team was the Ravens. So I'm just
Yeah.
thinking logically. Mark Andrews has been on the team for a while. Isaiah Likely you got in the draft, and who's your other? I don't remember who your other. You have another tight end.
Tight
Right?
end. Charlie Kohler.
I think.
Likely and Kohler are younger. Way
yeah,
younger
they're
than
younger. They're younger
Andrews.
than Andrews, so haven't been in the league that long that I could say yeah, it's one of them.
No, this is Likely's like third year.
Yeah. Receiving wise or wide receiver wise, it's not D Hop because D Hop's never been on the Bills. That would be funny.
I'm trying to think of what team.
Bills.
I feel like the Bills is like his most like
Is that like his like?
people think of him like the team they
When you
think of
think
him
of
the
his-
most.
Okay,
on.
wait. So you said Bills?
Bills,
Rams,
Rams,
Chiefs.
Ravens, Packers, Ravens.
'Cause I was gonna say Ingram, but Ingram was on the Saints.
I'll give you this. It's not a running back.
So it is a wide receiver. It has
That's
to,
all I'm gonna
It
say.
has to be a wide receiver because
It's
it
not
can't
a running
be,
back.
It can't be a tight end. It can't be a tight end. Okay, so he started off as a wide receiver for the Bills in 2014.
Let me see if I can give you a clue.
2014?
2014 to
Okay.
2016.
2014
He was on the
2016.
Bills.
Okay, and then he was on the Chiefs. No, he didn't win a Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
Yeah, he did.
2020? Or
2019.
2019. Yeah, you're right. So he did win he was on a Super Bowl winning team.
He went to He went to
was
two
he
Super
was he
Bowls
the
with
prominent
them.
wide receiver on that Chiefs Super Bowl team? Do you know?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Okay,
'Cause Tyreek
because
was on the
Tyreek Hill
team.
was there. And his last team was the Ravens.
I'll give you a hint.
Go ahead.
I'll give you the college you went to.
Okay.
You went to Clemson.
That doesn't help me in the
No.
slightest. I think at Clemson, I think quarterback. That's not wide receiver. Oh,
Long hair.
No. I could just take a random stab at it.
Dreads.
It doesn't help me.
Fast. I don't know.
How does that help me? Stop giving me hints. Okay.
Trying to help
Okay. Lock in, Jesse. Lock in. So he. Okay, if he was on the Chiefs and if he won a ring with the Chiefs, 2019 was that the Chiefs
Niners.
Niners?
That was the first one of them.
Oh my!
Of those Super Bowls.
Oh my gosh! It wasn't Conley.
Nope.
Dang it! Oh.
I'll give you one more
Chris
guess.
Conley was a crazy pull. You got to give me that one. Chris Conley was a crazy pull.
Yeah, I did not think you were
Conley
gonna
was
say
a
him.
crazy pull. Conley was on the Chiefs at some point.
He was.
He was on the Chiefs at
was
some
on the
point, but he
Chiefs.
was on that Super Bowl winning team. I don't know. Gives me. I can't.
Sammy Watkins.
Gosh. No, I know Sammy. Oh.
All right, I'll give you an
hurts
easier
my soul.
one.
That hurts my soul. I should have gotten that.
I'll give you an easier one here.
Why would I think Chris Conley? Chris Conley never was on. Was Chris Conley on the Ravens?
No.
I'm about to say. Why did I say that? I think he
All
was
right,
right.
I'll give you this one. He was on the Raiders from 2015 to 2018. Cowboys 2018 to
Amari
2021.
Cooper.
Yes.
Instantly.
Maybe that was too easy. Oops.
One for two. All right.
All right, I'll give you this
50%. Here we go.
49ers from 09 to 14.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Raiders from 2015 to 2017.
Okay.
Ravens in 2018.
Okay.
And then the Cardinals in 2019. Honestly, I don't remember him on the Cardinals.
I don't remember on the Cardinals. You said Raiders 09? Would you say 09?
No, 49ers 09 to 14.
49ers.
Raiders 15 to 17. Ravens in 2018 and Cardinals 19.
It's not Frank. It's not Frank
No.
Gore. I know that for a fact because
No,
he was.
Frank Gore played for more teams.
Yeah, he played for way more teams. I think he has. the
and
rainbow.
way more years.
I think he has the rainbow. He has all the colors of the NFL teams. I think. That
I don't know, but he played a lot more years than this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Was it running back? Was I right? That was a running back.
No.
So wide receiver.
Mhm.
Okay. Penix is limping. That's not good.
All right.
So 09 he was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So he played for 10 years. So that's a very long career or 10 years. Yeah.
11.
10, 11 years. That's pretty long for a wide receiver. What was his like dominant year? Like the year he was like at his peak.
I'll give you this. This is a better
Okay.
hint.
Okay.
He was on the Jim Harbaugh Niners with Kaepernick.
Oh.
He was in that time.
Crabtree?
Yep. Michael Crabtree.
Come on. All right. Give me one more. Give me
One more?
Give me one more.
All
I'm
right.
on a hot streak. I want to end. If I go 3 for 4, I'm gonna feel good.
All right, we'll give you. Let's do this guy.
Okay.
He was on the Saints from 14 to 16, Patriots 2017, Rams 18 to 19, Texans 2020 to 2022, and then Cowboys in 23 to 24.
So he just got cut last year. Or is he
I
still on
don't
the
think
team?
he's on. It says current on here, but I don't think he's on the Cowboys.
Okay, got you. And his what was the team he got drafted to?
Saints.
Okay, wide receiver.
Yes.
Okay. What was his best year or his like peak? That you would know of, like one that you remember his name from.
Probably the Saints.
Okay,
He's
so
probably. I mean, he was very consistent in his career.
okay, so he was
Like he consistently would get 1,000 yards.
Okay,
Very underrated.
very underrated.
Not talked about a lot.
Yeah, because not 2020. You said 2014 or 20?
2014 to 16 Saints. Small.
2014 to 16 is murky for me because I barely remember football
Small receiver.
as much. Small receiver. What college? Can you give me the college? Do you know college? No, you don't know. You don't know.
Hold on, I can look it up real quick.
Okay. Do.
Keep looking. Or keep thinking.
I'll keep thinking.
looking.
I'll keep thinking. So Drew Brees was his quarterback then.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think.
Oregon State.
Ooh, Beavers. Is that Beavers?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, Kamara wasn't there yet, so it. Golly. Huh. I'm trying to think. The name is slipping me, but I feel like I have the person in my head.
Oh no. Okay. I know where he's currently back on the Saints.
Oh.
He is currently on the Saints.
He's on the Saints right now.
Yes.
That changes things. Okay. So he's on the Saints roster right now, but the only receivers that I know that are currently on there is Rashid, Olave.
Yeah, he hasn't done much.
That makes sense.
Like, at all.
So he's not playing at all. Like, not even like
really.
okay. So he's probably like a bench.
At least
yeah.
statistically.
He's just there for leadership, I guess, leadership qualities or stuff, whatever. Which I mean,
He's the wide
always
receiver
need
3 in
Yeah.
New Orleans. So
See, but I don't watch the Saints games enough to know that the wide receiver 3. So yeah, I don't know. Just give me the answer.
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, because you said Patriots.
Mhm.
I should have known that. I
could
should
have just said the guy that got decked by
Yeah, the guy-
Malcolm Jenkins. in
Oh
the
my!
Super
If
Bowl.
you said that, it would have been instantly. But
the
yeah,
guy that got
no,
demolished.
that was good. That was good. 2 for 4. I'm not mad. You gave some. There were tougher
I
ones
gave
than
you
the ones you
harder
gave me
ones
once.
this-
You
I
gave
gave
me
you
tough
harder
ones,
players
yeah.
this-
But I'm not gonna lie. The Chris Conley name drop that I did was probably better than anything I could.
'Cause,
Because
like,
Chris
last-
Conley was insane.
Last week it was too easy, so I'm like, I gotta give him harder ones.
Yeah.
Maybe not like too hard.
Also, it's currently a minute 49 left in the fourth quarter. Niners are up 20-10. Game's pretty much over because they just lost. The Falcons just lost the ball. So I think at this point it's 49ers win, but
Yeah.
I mean, the football game's not over yet, so we'll see. But shout out to the Niners. Niners defense looks pretty good against this Falcons offense that just
they're
beat.
in victory formation.
Yeah, they're in
now.
victory formation, so it's pretty much a win
Wait,
deal.
no, they're not.
Are they? Not? Oh no, they're
No.
still running the
It
football.
looked like it for a second.
Yeah.
But
They're looking. Their defense is looking better against this Falcons offense that just stomped the Bills. And also, I feel really good about the Falcons defense as well. I mean, they did.
I mean, they played. They played
better.
well and
Yeah.
way better than I thought against the Falcons team coming off that win
Mhm.
and just losing Fred Warner
Yeah.
and not having Nick Bosa. So, it's
But both running
impressive
backs,
game from
Bijan
them.
Robinson and Christian McCaffrey, both look great in this game. So either way, those two really bought out in this
Having
game for
George
sure.
Kittle helped them
Yeah.
insanely,
I just
at
wish
least
he
in
could
the
catch
run
a football.
game.
Wish he could catch a football for fantasy purposes.
This episode is presented to you by Dubby, energized without the crash. Get clean, jitter-free energy with Dubby Energy. No sugar, no calories, no artificial dyes. Use code THETRIPLETHREAT, all caps, for a special deal at checkout. Power up with Dubby Energy today.
What's up? And then shout out Whole Strength. Wear your faith with purpose. At Whole Strength, we're more than just clothing. We're on a mission to spread the gospel through what we wear, through faith-driven design, building a community of believers, and representing your belief with pride. Use code TRIPLE10 for an exclusive discount. Join the movement and wear your strength in Christ with Whole Strength.
All right, now we're going to get into Bible verse of the episode. Today's verse is Romans 12:8, and Jesse's got it
Yes, sir.
up. So he's going to read it for us.
I will read it for you
He will read it for us.
as soon as I have it. Okay, so it's 12:6 actually, not 12:8. My bad. I thought
Romans 12:6.
that's my bad. So Romans 12:6 says, "We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in your accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it's giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, lead diligently. And if it's to show mercy, do it cheerfully." So this is going off of what I the sermon I heard at church this morning, which was talking about like the different gifts that we as Christians have, spiritual gifts that God has given us to use for the kingdom and for His glory. And this verse specifically, because the lady, it was the worship pastor that was preaching today. She was saying that God has given us all like you know how in the Bible it says you're wonderfully and fearfully made, is a verse in the Bible that says that. So the line they wanted us to take out of the sermon today, which I took, was we are all fearfully and wonderfully and uniquely made in the image of God. And so it just shows that like we are like all uniquely gifted to do certain things, and that God put a gift in each of us to do certain things for the glory of God. I mean, we're seeing some of the athletes out here, Bijan in particular, who's also been outward about his faith. Like, man has a gift of playing football. Like, he is one of the best running backs I have ever seen play football. So
He's a freak.
yeah. So like the fact that like his faith is also like helping him to be like, hey, like like the pregame speech that he gave before the game started was like, it was a great win last week, but shout out to the guys. Shout out to the guys at the front. Without them, like they're the best players of the team. And he knows what gifts he has, but he knows that it's for the glory of God. So that's the importance of all that. But that was just more to say that like we as Christians have different sets of skills that God has given to us to show for the kingdom. For some, it is to preach and be pastors and to be leading a congregation of people in God's word. There are others that are to teach. Now, teaching and preaching are two different things. Teaching is more like a how do I want to explain it? Like a teacher, like we can say educational. Like there's people who were born to like be teachers and be in education department. Others that were there to coach and mentor people. There are others that are given the ability to even if we went like really practically, there are some that were born to cook. There were some that were born to make music. There were some that were born to play football. There were some that were born to do all these different things that God has given us. I think for us specifically, we both, God, I want to say one for you specifically because I know God, I think God's giving you a gift to like you think critically. More than anybody that I know. You're the person that I think really thinks critically about the NFL in general and like really wants you know, like you dive deeper more into the NFL than I even dive deeper into the NFL, and it makes me want to dive deeper into the NFL and learn more about different things that are going on.
Yeah,
and
dude, it's like it's like all I watch.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. That's a great thing because it's like
no,
you
it's just
love
like
that.
I'm obsessed
you love
with
that.
it.
So like there are certain things that you tell me about the NFL in general where I'm like, I did not know that, and it makes me want to think more about how the NFL works and why things are the way that they are. And I think I've gotten this from a lot of people, and I don't want to say this to be boastful because that's not what it is. But like I have, like people have said I had a gift of like making everyone feel comfortable around them and feel
I
seen and
would
heard,
second or third that or whatever.
seen and heard because
it's very true.
Thank you. I think I have this. I don't want to say calming. I don't want to say vibe. Energy. I don't want to say presence. But I think I am a person that just likes to be around a lot of people, and like I make everybody just feel like we're friends off the first interaction, and it just goes from there.
Yeah, you want to feel. You definitely have like a calming. I guess I don't know what the word like vibe.
I don't even like the word vibe either, but
I don't like it either.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
though.
like it's just like when you definitely want to make everyone feel comfortable and like they're
seen and heard. Yeah,
they're included. That there's no reason to like be, I guess like nervous or shy or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Like you make people that probably wouldn't want to talk or like feel like they can say something, that you make them feel like, oh, this guy, like these people and this guy particularly makes me feel like I'm heard. Mm-hmm. So and I definitely agree with whoever said that.
And I think that's important because as for non-believers, it makes me have like an impact towards them to be like, hey, like you don't have to believe what I believe, but we can still have a conversation, and I still want you to feel seen and feel heard. You know what I mean?
If the rest of the country was like that, or at least like majority, if everyone in the country was like that,
it'd be
this
good.
would be, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it.
It'd be night and day. It'd be night and day.
It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah. So, and that is to say, I mean, there's ways you go about it. One, if you see something, and she said this, if you see something in someone, like a gift or something, call it out. Tell that person, like tell them, hey, I see this in you, and I think that's something you have a gift, and I think you should develop it, and like try and like learn more about yourself in that way. And then also the other turn about it is that I'm not expected to have Jake's gift of thinking critically in the NFL. Because that's just the way he's wired, and I'm wired differently. But that doesn't mean that we both can't like like not work together
Yeah.
or even just like be friends in that way, because the
You just gotta understand that people are just different.
exactly.
Like you're not gonna be. I mean, there's obviously people that you're similar to.
I think, and I also think, like, personally, like, my dad being a pastor, since I was like 5 or 6 when he got ordained, and so most of my life I've only ever known my dad as a pastor. And so, and if you're a pastor's kid, you know, if you know, a lot of us get like are you gonna take over your dad's church thing?
Yeah.
Like you always get those questions. And my dad, he never made me feel like I had to take it. He was always like, and he knew I loved football from an early age. So he was like, Jesse, if this is where you want to go, like you do what you think you want to do for your future, because I want you to feel happy about your career. But at the end of the day, feel like understand that I just want you to do what you can for the kingdom. And I think that's more important than whatever place you land. Just keep trying to go for the kingdom. And back then, that Jesse was like, I just want to play football. I don't care about God right now. And to a certain extent, sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. It was wishy-washy. I was a lukewarm Christian for sure. But I think, it's like one of those things where you don't have to be whatever like your parents were, if you're moving towards the kingdom. Like, God's giving you certain gifts and abilities. You use those gifts and abilities as God made you, and like use it for the kingdom and go for it. And I mean, it's your biggest potential. Your biggest potential's out there if you use the gift that God gave you. So that's all I gotta say about that. Really, that was my shtick. If you wanted to,
no, I mean,
and have your thoughts. I want you to have your thoughts though. Whatever you think.
No, I mean, basically, I mean, I don't know. It's basically like it might sound like I'm just
regurgitate the same thing to say, but I got you.
Like, if everyone's called to something different. Like obviously there's people that are called to the same thing, but like not everyone is called to, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
But like if you see someone that you think has a gift and maybe they don't know it, or maybe they're not thinking about it necessarily, or aware of it, but like it definitely gives like that person confidence, you know, like God saying this should give you confidence as well, but like hearing it from someone else as well, like maybe like it's someone in one of your Bible study groups, or someone from church, or someone that's close to you. If you hear that from somebody else as well, it definitely gives you that confidence. It makes you think about it. And it can make you go to dive deeper into your faith and figure out if this is something that you can, or that you want to do.
Yeah,
not that you can't do it, because you can do it.
Yeah, there's three
it's
words.
More like if you want to, and if that's what God's calling you to do and pursue. Yeah,
the 3 words, and this will be the last point, and then we'll call it a night, because we've been running for a minute. The 3 things that she said as takeaways is to discover your gift, develop it, and to deploy. So discover what gift God gave you. Develop it, take time, nurture it, grow it, make it more of your own, and make yourself feel confident in that, and then deploy it and use that gift out into the world to use it for the gospel. So those were like the 3 points that she wanted to use. And also, it was just something else I was thinking about is like, she's talking about how the Bible uses ordinary people. And there's so many stories where, like, Moses, for example, like Moses was led to lead, but the dude he had self-doubt to be a leader because of his past. But God still used his self-doubt to be a leader and lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Or even God gave the gift of Samson as incredible strength, but he had a problem with lust. So that lust held him back. So I think it was like something I put in my head. It was like the Bible is just like stories of ordinary people with an extraordinary God. and I think I heard that somewhere. I don't want to regurgitate it and say that's my
Yeah.
words, but it really is. The Bible is just ordinary people that has an extraordinary God that uses them for extraordinary things, and I think that's incredible. One, and I think two, that should encourage us that like we don't need to be like a Moses or a Samson or an Elijah or Jeremiah or any one of those people that God used and like feel like we're being used for the kingdom. God uses everybody, and He can use us for the glory of God and for the kingdom. So that's it for the Bible. Two more things before we finish out this instant reaction for today. With that game ending, I know the standings just changed. NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons are now third, and the Carolina Panthers are second, which is interesting. So we'll have to see how that goes. But that's very interesting that
What are
they are 4-3.
Both in 4-3.
They're 4-3. The Atlanta Falcons would be 3-4, right? Or are they
No.
3-3?
No, they should be. I thought they were 4-3. No, they're 3-3.
Yeah, they're 3-3.
Yeah,
Because they had a bye. They had a bye.
yeah, they were 3-2.
Yeah. So they're 3-3. Carolina Panthers are 4-3, and San Fran is now technically tied with the Rams in the NFC West. But because they're undefeated in the division, they're first.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
keep that in mind. Also, the other thing, we still got Tampa Bay and the Lions tomorrow, and at 7, Texans Seahawks at 10. We'll talk about those games on Thursday. Yeah, the late one. I don't know if I'm gonna stay up for that one. We'll see. But
Okay, at like 1 a.m.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, just watch for those two games. It'll make more sense for next week going into our picks because I don't know if we're gonna talk pick'em at all this time, but pick'em's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't gone through it yet,
but we haven't gone through it. But as of right now, they're looking pretty good, and we'll give you the actual standings going on to Thursday. But that is it for episode 82, my boy.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you. That was bad. But make sure you leave any suggestions, questions, or comments you have in the down below. We'd like to hear from you guys more and keep growing our community, and make sure you go check out our other videos for other NFL content as well.
I was gonna say we had a lot of people commenting.
Anything. Just say it. Whatever's on your mind, say it.
But be respectful.
Yeah. Don't say like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But you got anything?
Man, no.
Anything?
I'm excited to see your team next week.
I know.
Your team next week. Who do y'all play this?
Bears.
Woo, that's gonna be good. And
Bears at home.
And Lamar Jackson should be fully healthy, which is gonna be.
And I
really good.
Really quick, I really do hope they make a trade this week.
They should.
I really hope they get someone, but I don't know if it's going to be this week. It might be like after this week.
Yeah, I just want to see how
we'll get Lamar and Roquan back, so that's going to help a lot.
Let's see how is that looking. I know this is the last thing in the episode. I just want to see.
And the defense showed something. They only gave up 17 points last week, which is a big improvement. So I'm hoping
so
that just keeps going up.
Roquan and Jackson are expected to be back this week. So you have your best defender out there and your best quarterback out there. So that's
we
gonna
gotta
be.
go on a run here.
Yeah,
we got to go on a run.
Got to. You're last in division. You don't have a choice now.
Well, that's fine.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's just so funny for the team that was expected to be first in division and be like the home team for the playoffs to be last in the AFC North. And the fact that the Steelers are first is kind of crazy. So
for now, just saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's going to wrap up this video of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure you go check out our channel. We appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. Please do it. Jesse wants you to do it. I want you to do it. Mike wants you to do it. We all want you to do it, so please do it.
Our moms want you to do it too.
We will see you guys next episode. God bless y'all. Peace.